All right. Ms. Christian, you're asking to withdraw?
Yes, Judge, I was originally appointed, as you know, some time ago. The defendant already received probation in May. My agreement, my representation had ended at that point. Unfortunately, Mr. Boyd still thinks I am his attorney. So just to be clear to everyone, I've sent him a copy of this motion and I'm asking the court to sign it.
Okay, we'll go on the record. The court is calling 2023 CR 3281, State of Texas versus Eugene Boyd. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
For the defense?
Melissa Christian.
Are you Mr. Boyd?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, your attorney has filed a motion to withdraw. Are you aware that your attorney wishes to withdraw?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the reason she's withdrawing is because her representation has concluded. Was this an appointed case?
It was, Your Honor.
All right. So once the plea agreement was entered and you accepted the plea bargain agreement, her representation at that point ended. So she is filing a motion to withdraw so that on the record, her representation can be ended. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, your motion to withdraw is granted.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Yes, you may be excused. Now, Mr. Boyd, we have an issue. Do you know what that issue is? And we can go off the record. The issue is you're supposed to go first. I sent you to felony drug court and you didn't want to do that.
It's not that.
I know. Here's the thing. I've told you this time and time again, and I don't know how many times I have to tell you this.
But this.
Listen.
Okay.
I am in charge of setting conditions of probation, not the state, not your attorney. When you signed your agreement with the parties, your plea bargain agreement, and I go over the pleas in great detail so people can understand. This right here, I let people know that this is outside the agreement. These are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow that. Do you understand? And your answer was yes, because if your answer would have been no, I would have said, all right, you all need to go back and confer. Let me tell you what this note says, and it's in all caps. The parties are not allowed to make binding agreements regarding the length of community supervision or the terms and conditions of community supervision, which are totally dependent upon the court's discretion. The following recommendations do not constitute part of the formal plea agreement. However, the state, both parties, make the following non-binding recommendations. So I know you keep saying, I'm not supposed to be at safety. I'm not supposed to be in felony drug court. Guess what? You are, because I ordered it. And there is no agreement that could have been made between your attorney or the state saying these are the only conditions he will accept. So let me just tell you what's going to go down. I'm not having another compliance with you. You're either signing to go to safety or a motion to revoke is going to be in it. The end. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have been back before me numerous times with me explaining to you why you are being recommended for different things. I don't send anybody to felony drug court unless they have a drug problem. You have a drug problem. I don't send anybody to safety or SATF if they don't have a drug problem. You have a drug problem. And for some reason, you don't want to acknowledge it. So maybe you want to go to prison. If you want to go to prison and do your time, you're looking at 5 years in prison, potentially. So if you would like to do your time, then stop wasting everybody else's time. I'm not referring you back to felony drug court. I referred you there twice. And I received a note said, you were rejected. Client was offered felony drug court for the second time and refused. So you're not going back to felony drug court. So you're either going to SATF or a motion to revoke will be filed. So which do you prefer?
I'll go to Saturday.
You are signing that today. And if you do not sign it today, a motion to revoke will be filed and we will be hearing whether or not you should go to prison. Do you understand?
No.
Is there anything else you don't understand?
It's fine, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Zero 3826. What's your name?
Tia Yeldale.
Have you been on here already?
Yes,
Okay.
Judge, but
Yes, but I'm at work and I can't afford to keep being on hold this long.
I have her file. Okay.
Your Honor,
That's why it's important to know when you cut. It's okay, Ms. Cameron. That's why it's important when you have a court date, ma'am, that if you don't have the time, that you take it off, because you never know how long it's gonna last. Okay?
Okay, so I'm on the phone now.
Ms. Yeah, you can't see who you're talking to, but you're talking to the judge. You think you want to take that tone today?
I'm working, so my apologies.
I am too, Ms. Yadel. I actually am too.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm not trying to argue or be. I've been
I
ready,
know.
ma'am.
Oh, no, she got.
No, I know, but she just having a frustrating day. I understand.
I have an
I'm
offer.
having a wonderful
Think
day.
about no,
Having a
Miss
good
Yadel,
day.
stop
I'm
talking.
not in the
Miss
bathroom.
Yadel, stop talking. Okay? Okay? It's okay. This is where you get into grace and mercy, right? I'm not either. All right. Miss Cameron, is this your matter?
It is, Your Honor. And I
Okay.
do have an offer for her, but I have not had an opportunity to speak with her.
She's not ready.
No, she exited out before I got to speak with her. Now she's back in, so I'd set a couple chats to ask that she be sent to a breakout room. Thanks.
Okay. She's on her phone, so you actually have to place her into a breakout room with you to talk?
I can't do that from the waiting room.
Oh.
Oh, wait, maybe I can. Wait a second. Yes, I can. I'm sorry.
She should be able to.
She's in the courtroom. I'll put her in number 4.
All right, thank you. I'll go speak with her. Thank you.
Sir, you have another court date before me on September the 29th. You want me to pull all your files for that date?
Nobody told me this.
I know, because you missed some prior court dates. It looks like it's a show call. That means that you missed some prior court dates with me, and now you have some
No.
court dates set out.
No, the lady told me this was gonna be all my court dates gonna be today at 8:30.
Go ahead, pull them. You got it. All right, you gotta be patient now. I didn't know you had so many court cases. That was all you had?
Your Honor, I could advise the defendant in the breakout room. Wouldn't take too long.
Go ahead.
Okay, Mr. Waltz Burden, can you rejoin the room that you were in? Come in there. I believe you were in,
Room 7.
room 7. I'll see you there, okay? Just go to breakout.
Mr. White, hold tight. I see you on the screen. Just put yourself on mute for me, okay?
Okay.
This is ticket SP 1259229. Count 1, drove while license suspended. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 1268306. Count 1, drove while license suspended. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Yes, Melinda Cameron, if you're on behalf of Tia Udell, Ms. Udell, state your name for the record, please.
All right, ma'am, can you state your name for the record?
Yes, my name is Tia Yodell.
Thank you so much. How are we proceeding, counsel?
Your Honor, at this time, we ask that the court set the bench warrants aside as to the arraignment, waive before reading the complaint and warrants, ask the court to enter a not guilty plea.
All right, this time the court is going to set aside the bench warrant and enter a plea of not guilty on behalf of your client. How would you like to proceed today?
Your Honor, she's going to enter a guilty plea to 1 count of failing display of valid operator's license, a 0-point offense. Upon acceptance of that plea, the other 2 matters will be dismissed. We'll stipulate the probable cause on those 2 matters that are being dismissed. Thank you.
All right, ma'am. If you want to take advantage of this offer, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, ma'am?
Yes,
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
yes,
That would be Ms. Cameron. You talked to Ms. Cameron about it?
Yes, Judge, I gave her constitutional rights and advised her of the offer.
Okay. Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today, ma'am?
no,
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
yes,
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
yes,
Do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, you're gonna give up the rights that you had to have a bench or a jury trial in this matter? You understand that?
Yes, I do.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes, I do.
All right, I want to take your attention back to the date of October the 31st of 2021. At that time, were you driving a Dodge vehicle in the area of West 7 Mile and Parkside in the city of Detroit?
Yes, I was.
And while you were driving that vehicle, was your license suspended at the time, ma'am?
I guess they were. It wasn't made aware to me at the time that my license was suspended.
Okay, all right, satisfied, counsel?
Defense is satisfied. Thank you.
And the court is satisfied as well. Is there stipulation for probable cause on the remaining counts to be dismissed?
Yes, Judge, there is a stipulation of probable cause on those two matters. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So at this time, the court's going to enter a plea to the amended charge, failed to display. The remaining two counts will be dismissed. Ms. Yardell, on that ticket that you received, you paid one of the civil infractions. It's still one civil infraction out there that's open that you need to pay. Pay that ticket. I'm not going to assess any more costs. You just have to pay that ticket that's in default. It's an expired plate, okay?
Okay, okay.
Okay? All right,
Can
if you
I
take
ask
care of that, then you'll be all set, okay?
Okay, can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now that I have a new car, is any of that reflected on my current license plate or driver's license?
So it follows you if you don't do it. So like if you have expired plates, eventually it takes a while, but some of these tickets will catch up to you. So now though that you've taken care of it, as long as you pay that expired plates ticket, then you shouldn't have any issues, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so just go on
Thank you
in
so
a
much
couple of
for
days.
answering.
You said what?
No, go ahead. I'll wait.
Oh, no, I was just saying, no, it's okay. Go on in a couple of days just to make sure you don't have any additional fines or costs. And as long as you don't, you should be good.
Okay.
It's just that expired plates ticket, okay? I'm not gonna charge you any additional for the ticket you pled for today, okay?
Okay.
Okay? All right, you're welcome. If there's nothing further, you have a good day, rest of your day, okay? Thank you for your patience this morning.
Well, there's
All
one
right.
more thing. The woman who represents me is very mean and irate.
Okay, thank you for letting the court know, okay?
Mhm.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Hello, how are you doing?
You're fine.
All right. All right, so you want to now live with your grandfather?
At the time, yes, but I have
So now the answer is no.
no, ma'am.
All right, how old are you?
18.
Okay, everyone, you need to whisper, please. We're not going to do this thing in this court where first you're with your grandmother, then when you're with your grandfather, then something else comes up and then you want to move back to your grandfather. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Your grandmother and your grandfather really should not be raising you, but they are. So you can't do this back and forth. I'm not going to allow it. So who are you currently staying with now?
I'm with my grandpa, but just recently, I got approved for an apartment. And I wanted to move out alone.
Why?
Just to move on to the adulthood and just try to get things going by myself.
All right. So is there an issue with your grandfather?
No, ma'am.
How long has he been on probation?
Your Honor, since June 13th of 2022.
Where is this apartment located?
By Sea Road and Highway 151.
All right, this is what I want. because you're 18. I want you to write up a plan. If you're going to be living in this apartment, the plan I want you to write up is, one, you need to find out how much your rent is going to be. Do you have furniture? Does the apartment come furnished,
No, ma'am,
unfurnished?
no, my girlfriend moved in already. But I'm just not there. I don't have your approval. We already have like furniture.
And how old is your girlfriend?
She just turned 19 like a couple weeks ago.
What is she doing with her life?
Well, I forgot what she's in college for, but she's in college right now she works at a food restaurant called Kava.
And does her parents approve of you moving in with her?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, do they know?
Yes, ma'am.
They know your criminal history.
Yes, ma'am.
So you haven't been letting them meet your publicist.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, so when you start dating someone, if somebody sets you up on a blind date, for want of a better term, what people say is you don't meet crazy. Everybody is on their best behavior. Everybody's perfect. Usually it takes about 6 to 9 months in the relationship where people start slipping, because you can only pretend to be someone else for so long, then the real you comes out. So that's what I mean by, has she really met you and has the family really met you? Or are they still meeting your publicist?
Yes, ma'am. Before I got incarcerated, I was actually talking to her at school, and I was talking to her mom. And then when I got incarcerated, like I told her to tell her mom everything, and she was upset about it. But after that,
So have you spoken face to face with her parents, or is it just their daughter who's spoken?
no, I spoke face to face. I met everybody.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I believe that.
I just met everybody recently, probably like a month ago.
All right. So let me explain something to you. People always say, why is Stephanie Boyd in my business? I'm in your business because you're in court and I want you to be successful. And so far, what you've been presenting to me without your publicist, just you presenting yourself to me, you've been moving back and forth with your grandfather, back and forth with your grandmother. Now you want to move in with your girlfriend. You still need to give the court what your budget is. Give it to probation. So the apartment, I guess, is already furnished because your girlfriend has furnished it.
Yes, both of us. I paid for it, and she just decorated.
All right. Well, that's a hard job decorating. That's not easy. All right. So I want you to put together what your budget is. I want to know what the electricity is, because I don't want you all to get there and then decide it's too much. A lot of arguments start in relationships over finances because somebody's not pulling their weight. So I want you to sit down. And if you want to sit down with her, you can, and figure out what your budget is. And as soon as you get that together, you can come back to court. And if it's all in proper order, I will allow you to live there. And I'm going to want a letter. And don't do this nonsense where you all are trying to pass off a letter as her parents' letter. I want a letter from her parents saying that they know your history.
Okay.
And they're fine with your living there.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, if you're dishonest on that part, I'm going to find out about it. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So what's your assignment?
To find out my budgets and to get a letter from her parents.
Yes.
To live there.
And if you're able to do that soon, the sooner you get that done, the sooner you can come back here before me. And if everything is in proper form, I will allow it. And I hope you all are not thinking about starting to have children. What do you want to tell me? Is she expecting?
I don't know. I know nothing yet.
Oh, my goodness. Well, can figure out the baby in the budget. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So he's going to put together a budget. Once he puts that together, that budget, and let him figure out the budget for a baby, because babies are expensive. They're cute though, but they're expensive. So, and let him include a baby in his budget. 18 and 19-year-old. Good luck. All right.
Have a blessed day.
No, let's see. Let him get that budget together, because if you're going to be an adult, then you need to know what your budget is. And if you all have a vehicle, you need to include insurance, gas prices, all of that. And if the utilities are not included in that apartment, you need to figure that out, and you need to figure out groceries. And go ahead and do an entertainment budget, because I know young people are not just going to sit at home. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you have, Ms. Cameron is, Matthew Wojda, I think that's it. Wojda.
Yes, yes, he's one of my clients.
Mr. Wojda? Is he asleep? Mr. Wojda?
I think he's working.
Yeah. Mr. Wojda? He's working. He's like cutting something. Mr. Wojda? All right, I'm gonna put it back in the paper. Next time.